Welcome back, everyone. Greetings. Ready for liftoff? Return to Dishonored 2 today. We're in Mission 4. I somewhat like to see the cutscene at the beginning of the mission again, but see what we get here. We may just load into it and go with that. Talk to Megan Foster about the best way to reach the home of Kieran Jindosh, Grand Inventor to the Duke of Serkonos. That's where we are. So we don't have to rush. How is everyone today? One taking their seats? I'd like to get through 3 more missions today. And possibly the last 3. There was a mention of 9 missions yesterday. I'd also like to do more in the missions. I'd like to find more. We didn't find nearly enough. What am I talking about? Powers. We only have 2. Only have 2 powers total, although we did upgrade them a little bit, each of them a little bit. Our reach is Emily's power that I don't want to call it equivalent to blink because you are visible the whole way. But that is her mobility power. Emily has our reach, and she can also pull objects to her with this same sort of like a whip. And she can pull herself to things or pull things to herself. Decelerate, we did not get yet. Pull enemies towards you, that could be very useful. Right now we can pull objects towards us, and it has not been very useful yet. I have not put it to good use yet. Dark Vision, a power shared with Corvo. Hey, Doc Herring Choker, finally a reason to get away from politics. Go. Excellent. I'd love to give people a reason to get away from all that. How are you today? I want to pick up new powers today. That's what I want to do. And I've got a cold mug with cold beer. So greetings. Premonition. Yeah, Bob, straight to lurk mode. Right on. Yeah. Up for some more Dishonored. What skills should we pick up, Bob, before you disappear into lurk mode? Got any thoughts? And Doc Herring Choker? Hey, thank you for the follow. It's Duck Hunt Pro. Some things need changes. Hey, right on. Did you change your name or make a different account? Duck Hunt, welcome back as Doc. Should we call you Doc? Tablet full screen. Powers. I want to talk about powers. So premonition, enemies that we see in Dark Vision. It should now show us their path. I haven't really seen that put to use yet. But here's what I've got my eye on. Doppelganger and Domino. It's all interesting, but in particular, Doppelganger, we summon a shade of ourselves that attracts enemies, draws attention away. Now, it's not a stealth move. Z-Star, happy almost day. Yes, Bob J. Doc. Yeah, right back at ya. Well, thank you for the follow, Doc. Welcome aboard again. Sounds better than Doc when you think about it. Huh. That's all good. I'm very name fluid. I've had to be. And the first time in my life when I got used to that was the first time I played an MMO seriously, Star Wars Galaxies, and just had to be. C-Star, welcome. One of my best buddies in Star Wars Galaxies early, and someone who I regret not making enough contact with outside of the stream that we've been able to keep in touch. Sort of lost track of him, is someone who went by the name El Pablito Burrito. So, you know, I mean, Duck is downright normal and pedestrian compared to something like that. And I miss El Pablito Burrito. Hazcat? Hey, I are frustrated. Is there a trick to putting in those verification codes? If you're getting an SMS code, a text message code, make sure you're not putting in what looks like a code that is the number it's sent from. Make sure if you're getting this as a text message that you look at it and separate what often looks like a code that's a short number it was sent from the actual code, which is somewhere else in the message. That's my first thought. But tell me if I'm barking up the wrong tree. The doppelganger and Domino. Domino will link human targets so they all die or fall unconscious together, which is intriguing. Soitlar, coming through. All right, here comes Soitlar. Here comes the demon. I wonder. Ah, Soitlar made it through. You have conquered the demon. Why did the bot eat your caps? That's all. You didn't even get timed out. In fact, I think you momentarily stunned the bot. So, link human targets so they all die or fall unconscious together. Greetings, by the way. Yeah, Dishonored 2. It's first time for me. In theory, we link targets and then we could choke one and they both choke, or we mix this. We make a doppelganger, link it to someone else, then we choke our own doppelganger, and we got to do that. So how many runes are we going to need? We're going to need 8 runes just to pick up the base skills. Domino and doppelganger. The code on the reset screen itself. Oh, those things like an I'm human, one of those verification codes. Do you mean one of those? Because those things suck. The bold letters and numbers get typed in differently. Oh, you are talking about one of those. Honestly, man, those things just suck as much as they appear to. Sometimes it's an issue of caps. Sometimes it's a little hard to tell with what's bold and what's distorted and stretched and compressed. But usually those caps matter, case matters, and the bold shouldn't matter. Those things suck. There's no secret. There's no secret to that. You just gotta wrestle it. Alright, that's enough menu. We're starting a new mission. Mission 4. We didn't find nearly enough stuff in the first few missions. That's on me. We did secondary objectives, and I want to keep doing that. We're not going for no kills or perfect stealth, but I'm still aiming for low chaos. More stealth and minimal killing. It's because it's fun to sneak around and all of that. Doc, better Twitch TV plugins going wonky. I'll have to relearn some of the controls.
Those who bow the most deeply, or some such.
Till yesterday, I hadn't played a Dishonored game in a long time.
She's taken one of the rooms, just for a while, I think. Needed to be away from Admire.
Those things are awful, Azcat. So, Soitler, what settings are you on, and how's the performance? I know there are potential issues, and I wanted to dodge those issues completely, so I just set it on high. Or did I set it on very high? Either high or very high, and we don't even need to check. Because I'm playing on 1080, you're seeing it at 720, and as you know, we all want smooth gameplay, and we should have. Feels like 60 or approximately. It's close enough. Certainly close enough for a 60 frame Twitch stream. And we've had a couple places where it chugs, but only a couple. Generally, it's been smooth. Sorry, I'm not trying to make people sick. Just, it's not chugging as we pan the camera in most environments.
Oh, you're here. Stay with me a moment.
Look who we saved. Dr. Hypatia. She was going a little nuts. She was the crown killer. Oh, we've got questions about that. Well, I guess what I mean, Soitlar, is I'm comfortable with the performance, so I don't want to bring up an FPS gauge just to find out that it's falling a little short and start worrying about it, because right now I'm not worrying about it. We can all enjoy it without worrying about it. That's why I didn't crank the settings all the way up. We wouldn't have to. Turned off the adaptive resolution and haven't yeah. This is the discussion I want to avoid going forward. So I'm glad we got it out of the way, because we're not going to have it again today. And we'll have the short version next time someone asks about settings and performance. I don't know what that'll be, but...
Dr. Hypatia, can you remember anything that might help me? I need to find Anton Sokolov. He could be the key to unraveling the Duke's plans.
My memories are disjointed. The Duke is close to his grand inventor, Kirin Jindosh. That man has the empathy of a mantis. He seems to both admire and despise Sokolov. We visited Aramis Stilton. I liked him. But something bad happened. Just snatches of memory. Sorry.
You should rest easy for a while. Maybe some of that will help.
I hope so. I'm not sure I even fully understand what you did for me, but I owe you for helping me at Adamire. Thank you.
So, short recap of the game. Emily, we're playing as Emily. We got to choose between Corvo and Emily. Emily, as the Empress, has been supplanted by her would-be aunt, her mother's sister that no one knew about, has appeared to retake the throne. And a series of killings. And it's not a coincidence that the killings were of people who opposed Emily as the Empress and her goals. Her opponents were being bumped off. And it sure looked like she was doing it, or Corvo, her father, was doing it. Or they were both doing it. And the Crown Killer was news everywhere, and the Crown Killer was very much the leverage that her aunt used in seizing the throne. Corvo has been encased in some sort of stone. Delilah, her aunt, is something of a witch. Yes, there's something at work here. And Emily's on the run. That conversation makes you want to go full low chaos. Did you go somewhere middle of the road or high chaos, or? Remember, it's a blind playthrough, so you gotta tread carefully.
Megan
I
must be
shouldn't
up on
invite
deck.
you to say too much. Should find a market today. Get some extra supplies. Get a map yesterday to sunken treasure, basically. A few different spots. I didn't find any of them, I don't think. Dr. Hypatia needed a place to sleep, so I cleared the stuff out of the spare cabin. I was able to sell most of it. Here's what's left of the money. It's not a lot, I know. Whale oil is expensive and under Imperial rationing decree, but you know that. Megan Foster. Heavy pouch, 100 coins. Syringe from the serum, the counter serum. So instead of killing Dr. Hypatia, who had been made sick and been made into the Crown Killer, although it was something of a split personality and manifestation, a counter serum was able to cure from that. Did a lot of reading yesterday, more than I expected, and I may have to go light on that today. I enjoy reading
Kept you
things,
waiting,
and the
huh?
lore is good, and I was losing my voice a bit by the end. We'll see. TYB, ready, boss. Welcome. Long day in Dunwall. Let's see, where are we? Clockwork Mansion. The new one. The Crown Killer is no more. Next, Jindosh. I finally uncovered how my enemies created the Crown Killer. What better way to erode confidence in me before the coup? If I had stopped to think about it for even a few minutes, maybe I could have kept my people's trust. But that would have required patience. And my advisors always remind me that I have none of that particular trait. But to use Hypatia's own serum against her, horrible. Happy I could find a cure. She's a brilliant alchemist. Now she can continue her research to help the people of Serkonos. I wasn't able to rescue Sokolov. He's been taken elsewhere to Kirin Jindosh's mansion. The inventor of the clockwork soldier, and if he's able to use Sokolov's genius for his own plans, it might be very, very bad. I've seen his killing machines in action at Dunwall Tower. I can't allow Delilah to have such an ally. I'm sure Jindosh takes pleasure in keeping his intellectual rival captive. Well, it won't be for long, if I have any say in it. The Dreadful Well, what a weird name. Ah, nice. Hey, Procyon, incoming best mission in all of Dishonored. They're strong words. Greetings. Hard to sleep on this ship. When I do, my dreams are troubled. Well, I'm awake now and thinking about Sokolov. I remember him at the Hound Pits pub so long ago, trapped like a beast in a cage. He smelled of stale piss and rotting meat. They couldn't break him. He held on to himself and picked up again as my tutor. Something I needed in the aftermath of my mother's death. Beware of dignitaries bearing gifts, he used to tell me. I was still a child, and I liked gifts. I thought nothing sounded more pleasant. Now I know better. I also find myself thinking of Castilla, my old governess. She always wanted to travel the world on a big boat. Eventually, she left Dunwall and stopped writing a few. I hadn't quite forgotten, but it's not the update on Castilla I would have hoped for. 7. Greetings! Stale piss and rotting meat. Those things. Cornerstone of any breakfast. That could be it. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about the beta site, Twitch having 2 versions of itself right now. Just need to talk to her. Getting 1 rune, our first goal is to get 8. And I think when we get 4, let's pick up Doppelganger. And then when we get 4 more, let's pick up Domino. And then we'll worry about upgrades after that. I think Jay could have used a refresher on the events of Dowd's DLC. Please, if you're willing, you don't have to. If you're willing, Procyon, you can dump some stuff into chat on that. You mentioned a few things yesterday. You brought up Brigmore witches. Besides the facial structure being familiar, I could use a refresher. And I invite you to share if you want to. You will oblige. All right. 6th songs. Out 32 coins. Whale accounting. Dreadful whale accounting. Coins, barrels of oil, slime. Yeah, I can see some, I don't want to call attention to it, but looking at the buildings from this distance, you can see some swimmy edges. I bet you can see it too. Yeah, you can see it too. See a little more. It hasn't been noticeable because you're not usually looking at a bunch of square objects crammed together at a great distance.
Let's hope your friend doesn't sink the boat while we're gone. Ready?
And softening a few moments like that would require cranking up certain settings that would probably drop the frame rate. So, compromises. Just to keep things easy, smooth. Greetings, brother. Hey, you been watching the marathon? Over at OHN. Discord doesn't think I'm subbed to them anymore. Wouldn't let me use their emotes. But I've, the marathon's been background noise for some days now. Can we go get Sokolov? Of Metal Gear?
Ready.
All right, let's get underway.
The Clockwork Mansion. Anton Sokolov is being held at the mansion of Kirin Jindosh, grand inventor to the Duke and creator of the Clockwork Soldier. Get inside, rescue Sokolov, and eliminate Jindosh before he builds an army. Clockwork soldiers. Sorry, I had Shagohod in my brain. Wonder why. I almost said Shagohods, which was going to be on purpose, and then it sounded stupid, and then I didn't say it, and then it started to come out anyways. Thank you, brain. So, Sion says this is the greatest mission in
Jindosh
Dishonored.
is important to the Duke's inner circle. The Grand Guard watches his mansion, and they'll call down the entire city if they find out who you are.
I'll make sure they don't. You said there's a wall of light cutting off access to the carriage station?
Yes, but there's a black market shop nearby.
Good.
They sell on the sly. Ever use a rewiring tool?
Corvo taught me the theory.
Good. Get past the wall of light, then ride the carriage to where Jindosh lives. And there's a reason people are afraid of his mansion.
I'll get it done.
Emily, take care of this crazy man and his clockwork soldiers, then bring Sokolov back. He means a lot to me.
It's an interesting comment, Doc, that this game seems to hold a lot of the same atmosphere as Morrowind. I haven't played it 5 minutes. I've gotten off the boat and barely seen any more than that. And yet, color scheme, even visually, it has not an art style. It's the same, being so many years apart. It really couldn't be. But what do you mean by that? The color palette is the first thing that comes to mind for me. Dowd, racked by guilt over killing the Empress. Yes, okay, this is gonna jog my memory. The magnitude of the act has affected him profoundly. He tries to find a way to atone. The outsider gives him a clue. Delilah. Yeah. Cutting through industrialists, bureaucrats, and gangs alike, Dowd discovers a coven of witches under the leadership of a powerful witch called Delilah Copperspoon. Again, I remembered the face, although I couldn't have said that was. Just looked familiar. That's okay. Delilah grew up in the imperial household, but as a bastard child, could never share in the Kaldwin legacy. Thank you. Thank you. That will be immensely helpful in understanding the context for the coup. Music and the colors. Music. And on both you get off a boat. Well, that would do it then. Yeah! Yeah, cold water. We have an upgrade, or no, it's a bone charm. We have a bone charm that lets us regain mana from killing rats. Equipped right now. Gutter Feast. White rats can be eaten for mana. That's not the one I meant. Killing blood flies or rats restores mana. That's the one. Spiritual Sacrifice. Ground Glider. I don't think we've played with that since picking it up. Slide speed is slightly faster. 2 more slots and we have a couple corrupted bone charms. Take less damage, but your movement speed is reduced. Maybe at some point. Not generally. I don't want to slow down. For damage resistance and high pressure, explosions from grenades, oil tanks, and bottles inflict more damage, but they have a smaller radius. We could equip that. You know, I'm so good with grenades and throwing explosives. I'm so precise. I need scissors 61. Hey, I saw some things in that playthrough that I had not seen before in the many marathons I've watched. Just little tidbits, I'm not sure I ever saw Mei Ling dancing with her MGS1 model. Sorry, in the middle of Dishonored. I'll try to shut up here. But in the middle of the codec call, not sure I ever saw that particular bit before. And other things. But I'll try to shut up. We are gonna get to the carriage station. What's our optional goal? Get a rewire tool at the black market shop. We definitely want to hit up the black market shop. I'm not rich, but I want some sleep darts and see what else they have. Part 2. She decided to move up in the world. This is Delilah. Through occult arts and her unique ability to bring about change in the world through her paintings. Allows her to put in motion a plan whereby she would possess the young Emily, rule in her stead. Dowd puts a stop to the plan, confronting the betrayal of one of his closest proteges, Billy Lurk. Name's a little familiar, Billy Lurk. We encountered Billy, right? Dowd sabotages Delilah's painting, which sends the witch into the void, except his actions will never be known, and resigns himself to whatever fate the inevitable duel with Corvo will lead to. So I played that, if you recall, during a 24-hour stream. I don't want to play it off as that's the only reason I don't remember these things so clearly, but it was during a 24-hour stream when we played that. I hadn't played the DLC before. That was 19 months ago. That was the last time we played Dishonored. Supergiant sale on Steam right now. Heads up. Fair enough, Doc. Entropic, you hadn't seen that either? It was awesome. It was awesome. So Black Market Shop. I want to get there. Let's try to get there. I think I dropped a hard save, yes? There's a... assume they have this on console too. There's a quick save now. You can pause and use the trigger on a gamepad for a 2-button quick save. Not bad. Arcane seems to like Delilah a lot more than most fans. You know who she reminds me of visually too in Dragon Age, Inquisition, what's her name? Not Empress Celine, but someone will know exactly who I mean, and throw the name out there and I'll feel silly for not remembering her name. Florian! Yes, she reminds me of Florian. Thank you. Lower Aventa District. Okay, pay attention. What's around? Progress update. We're in mission 4. We managed to get through playthrough. Look at that. It's just about spot on. It says 5 hours, 39 minutes. 3 missions in about a 6-hour stream. Roughly, I want to do that again, but we don't need to do precisely that. I think we'll finish this tomorrow, but I certainly don't want to rush, and I actually want to spend more time collecting runes today because I really want to get Doppelganger and Domino and maybe upgrade them and take some work. I've only been getting 2 or 3 runes per mission. We need more than that. There are more than that. We need to get more than that. Reminded you of Bayonetta of some sort? That on my tombstone. See if we can get to that. So that move, Far Reach, is Emily's not blink. She doesn't disappear. She can be seen doing it, but it goes quite a distance. And you can also pull things to you, so it's different. It's different.
Anyway, I'm not the one who did the kissing.
And I think one of The element of the game I'm enjoying most so far, which was in the first game, but I think I'm enjoying it more, maybe because of level design, is just feels a little more open. I want to explore more. We have to break this, aren't we? We're gonna make some noise. Is there any way to break glass, to muffle the sound of breaking glass? There isn't, is there? What do we get? Healthy appetite. Food restores more health. Oh. It's an easy equip. Ramsey's stochastic eyes. Well, that rail's electrified. I think my dark vision has much range right now. You can see somebody's legs down there, but they're not lit up with dark vision, so that's 30 feet away and they won't light up. Rosine, you're fairly certain on the whole Dishonored 1 levels are larger. However, you found yourself spending hours on a single mission in 2. It really reminded you of Thief. Yeah, it's not necessary. That's an interesting point, because while it feels a little bit to me like they're more open or bigger, it may be clever design rather than actual real estate. Ow! You were collecting everything. Max difficulty, no objective markers. That'd be quite immersive. Well, if you can hang with that, I bet it was a lot of fun. Keep forgetting to use my scope too. Got a spyglass. Putting that to good use. Anyone else standing out front of this? Somebody else is gonna see this anyways. I should look at where everyone is. Before I do this, he's walking that way. They need to turn away or else they'll see me drop down. Turn away. You're not gonna turn away, huh? Right then. Well, there's that plan. Okay, maybe we'll be back. Bet we can stand on that. If we get it just right. To be careful though. A few inches from a live crack.
This is the Duke. This is welcome to your dream. Terrible red waves rising up from the ocean, coming to smash Karnaka. I screamed and fell out of bed.
Of course, he's selling. If I can afford it, maybe we'll buy it, because I really do need runes right now, even if I have to pay for one or two. I don't want to miss an outsider shrine. Maybe we can make that our next next goal. Dishonored 1, you can't really do no objective markers because nobody tells you where anything is and there are no maps.
Welcome. You look like someone with refined tastes.
If I could avoid stressing out over
I
it,
don't know you.
having no objective
I'm
markers, I
Karnaka.
could see that being more fun.
I need a tool that can rewire a wall of light, the kind the Grand Guard uses. And I'd prefer not to explain myself.
It's a
I
big
can help you
ask.
out, but not right now. Don't even linger here. I'm supposed to get a visit from Paolo, someone you don't want to meet. Come back later.
Have I
Understood.
normal supplies?
You should go. We can do business another time. Like I said, Paolo is coming by.
Paolo's coming by.
I think you're... Hide yourself.
Where's this Paolo?
That's it. Stay out of sight.
Alright, I see his cone of vision coming in. Or somebody's off in the distance there. That was the premonition track. Did you see it briefly? Whoa! He's got a crew.
I need 8 new cutters, short blades, the good stuff. Morley steel.
I know what you mean.
Do you? Because last time you gave me some backwater foundry garbage that wouldn't hold an edge and snapped against Grand Guard armor.
I got taken on that deal too. But I'll make it up to you, Paolo. Lop off maybe 10%?
30. Because I like you. By next week.
That's fair. I made a bad faith trade and I regret it. You'll have the cutters, I promise.
Good, good. These are strange times. Overseers in the Dust District, a witch empress, and these clockwork soldiers protecting their aristocracy. All bad for business. But if I get my way, Karnaka will be a different city a year from now.
Everything around here looks suspicious. The rats look suspicious.
Was that Garrus? Everything around here looks suspicious. The rats look suspicious. That was Garrus!
The situation in the Empire has driven the prices up, I'm afraid.
Had to be.
Greetings. I serve with
Greetings.
discretion.
Hey, put my sword away. There, see? Occasionally use discretion too. 2 new upgrades available. We did find some blueprints. Hardened Bolt, greater damage. Incendiary Bolt, immolates an enemy. So, new stuff's on the menu. Or do I have to pay for upgrades?
Ah,
like that?
you want blueprints for better weaponry.
She's selling other blueprints.
Sometimes I wish I had the Grand Inventor among
We
my clients.
found the blueprint for
but
incendiary
I've heard he's
bolts.
not so easy to please.
Now we can buy them. Expensive. What, we don't have the...
Things were so much
Oh, we
better
do have a
just
blueprint for
decade
sleep
ago.
darts. They were already in there. We have to pay for the blueprint we found? Let's see. Gear and outfit. Greater level of magnification for our spyglass. Bone charm slots. We haven't even filled the ones we have yet. Spring razor storage haven't
You know,
begun to
I
use.
sleep in the shop most nights. The city's not safe.
Storage for bolts. Eventually, I think we'll want more. Folding blade. What's the difference? Gives you an advantage in locked sword contests. Grenades. Spring razor. Okay, let's go back. Look at gear. I have to pay her to develop? Okay. I have to pay her. So even though I found the blueprint, I have to pay her if I want incendiary ammo. Not just for the ammo, but to develop the tech. Beast Blood, yeah, I saw it. Did you like that? I know S7's salivating over it already. The RDR2 trailer did come out this morning, a couple hours ago. Dutch is back. Yeah, a lot of drooling going on today, huh? Rewire tool. Disables walls of lights and alarms. Confuses clockwork soldiers. Fits standard security panels. 200 a pop. Before we buy that, didn't she have one rune somewhere? Hello. One rune. 400. Let's buy it.
You won't be sorry.
I know. I need... What about the ticket booth? Why would we want this key to the ticket booth? Someone took the ticket booth key off a drunk guardsman assigned to protect the carriage station. With the key, unlock the ticket booth and gain access to the money inside, if you can avoid the Grand Guard. So it's a gamble. Like that map I bought for $250 and then didn't go after any of the treasure in.
A deal well made.
Well, then. We grab the key. Ah, hell, let's grab the key.
A pleasure to do business.
Wise.
This is what I have for.
If we want to be able to buy incendiary bolts, we got to pay her to develop it. Sure. Especially with bloodfly nests around. How much do they cost? They just the 30. They cost 50. Alright, let's go broke.
I hope you'll think of me again.
Beast Blood, something like that. Ask if S7 changed his name, something like that. It may not be the closest object. What's the other secondary? Security panel. Rewire the wall of light, optionally. We have the tool to do that if we want to. Enter the carriage station, reach the clockwork mansion. But no rush. Now, I might be able to reach the wood on the far side, but I can't tell if that's what's targeted. I think I'd hit the tracks and die, so let's not. Get up there by the sign. Maybe not.
Worse than nothing.
This doesn't need to be, I don't think, such a big deal. Let's get back down on the ground.
But you could be reading the letter right now. Thinking about me. Right now.
Come on, it's up there. The weird targeting problem, because you know she can make it. See an open window? There is an open window right over there. Above the keep out sign. Get in over there. You recognize Dutch at the end? You might be asking S7. He sure did. He made sure I did. Yeah, I mean, I caught the name because they said it. Is that gonna hold my weight? I think so. Blood flies in that apartment. Whispers from the Void by Barnoli Mulani. Read this one yesterday? Yes, we did. Person has stopped breathing, pinned under a carriage. What would that be? If I break the glass, I think all these blood flies, or some of them, may come up, so I want to break it without at least knowing what it is. This is a continuation of that same piece, though, huh? These little glimpses of the void and dreams are described by those awoken from comas are not limited to select few. In my interviews, I've gleaned that there is not a single citizen without such visions at one time or another. This, then, must be a real place, not folklore or mass delusion. Perhaps it exists deep below the earth, or far above it. Perhaps it is right next to us, but hidden. Some trick of the light or wondrous curtain bars us from fully knowing it, and we all but wait for a natural philosopher to unlock the phenomenon, to show us how to see it at will. But when so revealed, it will not be a fearsome place any longer. Not the distant and special realm described in the myth of the outsider. It will be strange, yes, even unsettling. But nonetheless, it will be a new realm for us to explore and eventually conquer. What new treasures await us there? Are the lakes made of liquid diamond? The clouds of weightless silver gas? And what things we would learn?
I'll tell you a story about Kirin Jindosh, a prodigy from Karnaka. Self-taught, he was hailed by the Academy of Natural Philosophy as a genius who would surpass Sokolov and bring about an age of enlightenment. But just 2 years after his arrival, he was banned from the Academy for life, for reasons that are still not public. When they deported him, he left behind a machine that drank seawater, playing music that brought listeners to tears. They probably took it apart, and it has never worked since.
Hey, Luke. Welcome. New rune. Acquire powers. 4. We get 2 for that particular pickup? Do you get 2 for an outsider shrine? Let's look at that. Now we can get Doppelganger. Or Domino. I said we were going to get Doppelganger first. Let me give that a moment's more thought. Doppelganger is not going to be very stealthy. Potentially will play more into escape or deliberate chaos than it would into stealth. Although, if we can stealthily create a doppelganger linked to an NPC and quietly choke our doppelganger, then it could potentially play into stealth. Domino. was described right there under Domino. Combine Domino with other powers to create surprising and interesting effects. For instance, summon a doppelganger, link it to an enemy. Any damage you deal to your own doppelganger will be shared by the linked enemy. Yeah, let's start with doppelganger. Your doppelganger creates a diversion and flees from enemies, drawing attention away from you. Enemies that destroy your doppelganger will believe they have eliminated any threat in the area and will transition to a less alert state. Doppelganger will also trigger security systems and attract hostile animals just as you would. So in that sense, not stealthy, although it does result in the potential to be stealthy again, make an escape. All right, well, we're doing it. You want to spend 4 runes to acquire doppelganger? Yes. Upgrades to that include Baffling Shade. Doppelganger will confuse enemies as it fades away behind a cloud that incaps enemies. Deadly Shade. Doppelganger can fight and assassinate, okay? Transposition. Swap places with your summoned doppelganger. Whoa. Target your own doppelganger. Swap places. Move to a strategically better spot, or if timed right, to escape enemies by making them think you're dead. Timed right. Making them think you're dead. By that, so, as they kill your doppelganger, maybe there's a very small window of opportunity to swap with your doppelganger as they are defeated, but before they despawn. That sounds tempting. Windshade, summon 2 doppelgangers. And, yeah, self-evident. Oh, that's gonna be cool. Oh yeah, it's gonna be easy to target your doppelganger while 10 guys are surrounding you. Oh, I never get overwhelmed. Procyon, what is this nonsense? I don't panic. I never lose track of my surroundings under pressure. Where do you get this? I know there's a lot of blood flies downstairs. Why am I even going down the stairs then? I don't know. Alright, that looks nasty. Could be down there. That would be worth going past them. Painting, some coin, some elixirs. Hey, Drigtel. That's scary. Actually scary. How are you today? Oh, hell. 15 coins.
Just don't fit right.
A black bone charms. So we have bone charms, corrupted bone charms, and there are black bone charms.
Hopefully stung to death. Satisfigured.
I told her we don't.
Well, say truth and fiction and all that. It can't be truth. What? What the what? I'm sorry? I didn't do it!
What? What is this shit?
May as well grab it.
I hit hard.
Shit. Apparently they do. Oh my god, exfiltrate the train station!
Wait for my orders!
Oh fuck!
Carrying coin.
No! Ow, 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 ow! Ow, that's a lot of ow. That's a lot of ow. Next is dead. After ow comes dead. Yeah, I know I didn't heal, but what a... I should have tried my doppelganger. I didn't. Told you, I never panic. I never panic!
This is the Duke of Sarkonis. Who else would it be?
Alright, the range on my dark vision.
Malcontents are
I
saying that
commented on the range before, but it is not empty down there.
Sarkonis is a land of riches. Yes, some people are poor because they're lazy. It's true that across our capital city there are abandoned buildings full of blood flies. There have always been blood flies. There always will be. It's the way of the world.
Shot. Something unsavory going on. I'm getting good and
Squeeze
drunk
out
after
every
this.
drop of wine you can, then you pass to nothing. Put that on my tombstone.
I'm twice the soldier. Someone should say just a little bit of excitement.
Shit.
Who's there?
No one's there, no one's there, no one's there.
Damn it. I need to pee.
I feel so bad. I haven't seen the kids in 2 years.
And you need to pee, I know. Two separate people, right? Damn it, I need to pee. I haven't seen the kids in 2 years.
No one knows what's happening.
No,
Could be
maybe it's
anything.
the same guy.
Just gotta watch my own back. Is it a laundry day yet?
Let's get it in.
Just once, I'd like to see it done.
Hey, Dina, good morning. How are you?
Yeah, stupid. Fucking damn. Dusty shit.
Alright, well. Is that the door I tried to escape through before? We could open it up as a precaution.
Right now. Thinking about close my life work now. Last time I left it open, someone left a
going on?
fish in my jacket pocket. This shirt reeks. I gotta get a spare uniform.
Isn't it dinner time yet? Man could starve.
If I didn't mind popping a security alarm, I could send my doppelganger out to create a distraction so I could grab that bone charm quite easily.
I hate this wool. It itches like mad. Why can't I wear my regular clothes?
We're gonna need some sort of distraction. Here's my first thought. Let's fire a normal dart off like that way. No, they're shit. They're coming this way.
Hey!
Well, it's time to try doppelganger.
That was definitely a gunshot.
use running.
Nothing here? I'll have a look around.
Let's have a look around. Did you hear that?
Nope, they're still on me. I don't know where the doppelganger went, but no, I'm looking for the bone charm, yo. Bone charm, please. Bone charm. Thank you. Doppelganger has not really distracted too many of them.
Kneel down,
Kneel before Zod! Catch that.
Show you how I got my
I
stripes.
want to have a sword fight. Hey,
Hold still.
I really don't want to have a sword fight.
like you since I put on the uniform.
Or do I want to take the carriage after complete clusterfuck here?
She won't go anywhere. I'ma cut you. I bet you would live in a soft life. Come here and fight.
So one of them went after my doppelganger. What about the other two? At least one still got a gun trained on me.
You think you're clever?
If we give them another doppelganger right there next to him. I want to see how well the doppelganger works.
We got company.
1, 2, not all of them. This is awful strange.
Off your blood later.
How come she's still alive?
Oh, I'm not where I thought I was. I thought I was up there. Shit. Just kill me now.
One of us is down.
Can't turn the camera. We're dead. Finally. So busted. So busted. Is that the most red-faced you've ever been?
Who else would it be?
Big tall.
Malcontents are
Let's
saying
try
they're
that again. Third time's a charm. Third time's a charm. So the bone charm's in there. The guy's having a chat, who I can't see from up here, but they were having a chat.
Yes, some people are poor.
This is where they were having a chat. Did you see the path?
True that across our capital city there are abandoned buildings full of blood flies. They're both
So the premonition shows the path and the destination. I think I
world things rot.
would recognize now. This guy walks back and forth, so if we try to drop his buddy, he's probably gonna notice.
Just gone. Taken right from under their noses.
Arrest U and V, double V, X, Y's and Z. Now I got my A's and Z's. Tell me what you think of me.
Did you hear the song? Now I got my A's and Z's. Then there's the patrol outside who might see me even if I did drop onto this guy. What do you think? If I drop onto him, start choking him, and drag him that way, would I be able to drag him far enough, put him over my shoulder, and move before that guy saw?
Just by looking at his shoes.
Probably not. I'm definitely gonna try it
What's he think? I'm stupid?
as soon as the buddy turns. Come on, drop. Pick him up. Nope, pick him up faster. Not. That's. Damn it. Damn it, Picard!
Someone spotted someone suspicious. Huh? What is going on here?
Nothing!
Stop!
Fucking nothing.
Come back and... If she's back, I'll find her.
Killed my doppelganger in one hit. That was not helpful. Yeah, up there, up there. Oh, I'm a clusterfuck here.
All right, let me take a look around.
You like trip over your buddy's body for a moment.
Get away!
But I want to get away. But I want to get away here. Doppelganger. Yes, I could take the carriage, but what I want to do is regain stealth if possible. Come on. Yeah, over there. Something.
Take it! Wait! Wait! This isn't...
This is it. All right, one more doppelganger for good measure.
I lost her.
Nothing to see. Move along.
What? You don't stand a chance anyway. No use running.
My doppelganger didn't run until spotted. That's good to know. No use running. Doppelganger was just eliminated. So getting to the carriage is sort of our goal, but I want to look around. There's more stuff. Let's find some more runes. Like that. It's not far. What the voice says when you turn on the night vision, it's not a familiar word. It's a made-up word or phrase. There's probably some possible spellings of it online. The same one Corvo hears in the first game.
You there! I need your help.
Whoa!
Won't go anywhere. Time to die, little. I don't want to die. I'm gonna cut you into pieces. Make you look.
It's me.
Shit, there's the whole gang out here. Uh-oh! Doppelganger's not gonna save me from this. What do you mean you need my help? It's a shitstorm out here. Why would you need my help out here?
Outside without
I bet you've been living a soft life. You parasite. Finally know your place.
That's why I save before going out the door. Yay for quick saves. Right. Yeah, we definitely tried to figure that out once. What's that sound? What a mess out there, huh? Could have at least seen that. We're gonna have to lure him away if we want to even get through the door. Could use a doppelganger to lure him away. Pop the door, send a doppelganger up the stairs. Where he ends up.
You there! I need your help.
Well, you pulled him in here! Well, fuck you! Not cool at all.
Won't take long.
Come on!
Close the door on ya.
You shouldn't have wandered outside without Bobby.
Hide in your face!
Can I get under the desk? No, too big a desk. Come on, I'm not in here. No one in here. Back to the doppelganger. Fuck you! Just no, not in. Doppelganger keeps coming right to me. Yes, chase me, chase my doppelganger. Go, go, dude, go, leave, go, bye. I can't crouch low enough. Can I lie down or something? I want to lie down. Doppelganger kind of sucks. Yeah, out there, that one. Go out the door. Go, shoot. Fuck. Doppelganger is not very smart. Oh, man. Let's lighter in here now. You hear that? Damn it! That's so trolly! Oh! Alright, aim for the coins. Very carefully. Coin of 5. Coin of 2. Coin of 2. Coin. Pyrosonic casing. Alright. We got a blueprint. Isn't dead yet. The guy outside is... He has moved on. Moment.
You there! I need your help.
You're loud. You know that? Wait, you need... There, I need your help. You don't want my help. Should we try again to lure him away? Alright, doppelganger. Try this again. Run! That did not work. Come on, can we try something again? This doppelganger is so weak! Everywhere. How to suggest games.
You there!
Well, you can just suggest them, but doesn't... What's on your mind?
I'll help you look around.
I swear I saw something.
I'll find you, you know.
Mark of the Ninja.
Hello? Anybody? Don't make me search the whole place. I don't have time.
Never really played it. I think I've played a couple minutes of
Are
it.
you?
I haven't.
Don't you know who's looking for you?
Somewhere.
Come on. Won't hurt you. Come on, I don't have time for games.
was.
Did they go through the door? I don't see any of them under me. It almost looks like we'd have a clean shot at the rune. I'm gonna drop a save and then try going for the rune.
You don't stand a chance anyway.
Can I pull the rune? I should be able to pull the rune, shouldn't I? If I can actually see it. Our reach. I don't want to go down there. How do I know if the object's gonna get pulled? Is there a... Will the object's reticle light up somehow? Anybody know? I think that'll just pull me down to it. Shit, there's a blueprint. Oh!
I'll crush you, you parrot! Come back here!
No use running. Finish her.
You finally
I don't want to die.
Hey, Quinias, what's up? Yeah, Doc, I'll keep it in mind. I can't say I'm particularly drawn to it, but I haven't thought about it in a while, so I have to stop and evaluate it. Which is always a tricky thing, you know, before playing a game, to try and figure out if you're gonna like a game. It's always tricky. Playing some Knights of the Old Republic. I want to figure out how to grab this thing. And I want to know why Dark Vision was not... Why can't Dark Vision show me that there's someone right beneath me? Are they in the alley? Too far down the alley, maybe? We can go pick them off. I want to pull an object like this. Can we not pull something like a rune? Does it only work on other types of objects? Pull something. I want to pull something. You know we're going to get an object. That it sticking to an object like a bottle. I don't want to go down there.
We're playing dice tonight. You in?
I'm looking for a visual indication that it's locked onto some sort of object if we were going to pull one. Who's spotting me anyway when I drop down there? Oh, shit. Okay, that's what happened before too. I hit the tracks trying to go up my path. Since it's not a blink, my path arced by the tracks and I got electrified. Executed on the way. Okay. That was a lot of trouble for a rune. But I want runes. I want a lot more runes. What is going on there?
I don't have time for games.
What do you think she saw? Waiting for her to move.
Come out wherever you are.
Oh, plans.
You cross one howler, you cross them all. We'll get your ass. You can't hide from us.
All right, she's just out of here. Fine. Where are we going then? A black bone charm. I'm curious what that might be.
Hey, what happened here?
He's weirding me out. Let's get out of here. Charm. What can we see? Maybe it is time to get on the carriage. Take one crack at getting to that black bone charm, though. get stored in our... The Child Empress that'll get stored in our journal if we want to read those. Typewriter. We stop to read every book we pick up. We will stop for 5 minutes here and 10 minutes there. Did a lot of that yesterday. I just about lost my voice. A new bone charm. Black bone charm. Undertaker. Move slightly faster while carrying a body. Yeah. Get my language. Eating there. Dog. Conservatory closure extended. Representative from the Royal Conservatory confirmed today that the site's closure has been extended once again. No promise of when it might reopen. Curator Brianna Ashworth could not be reached for comment. Readers will remember that an infestation of mites in the Roseboro exhibit forced the closure nearly 6 months ago, though there have been rumors that no exterminators have been hired. Roseboro exhibit was to be a prestigious event, sponsored by the Academy of Natural Philosophy, with hopes of attracting numerous experts and guest lecturers from across the Isles. This important exhibition is now on hold indefinitely due to the extended closure. For hopeful visitors, there is nothing to do but wait for further word. Get mana back for killing rats. Spin the globe, Jay. Shit. Damn you, cash register. Note from Corey Brockburn. Janice, you'll find everything in the safe. I've written the combination in the usual place. You know where to look in the office. Changed all the safe tumblers recently because I feel like I'm being followed. Somewhere here in the office. Be able to find the combo. Come on now. Point of 2. Point. To find the combo. Be a clock. Or something in a picture. There's a number. Oh, 1-something-5. Bet you that's it. 1-something-5. We should be able to just play with the middle digit. Not a very safe place for your safe combo. Like putting your computer password on a sticky note on the monitor. Can't travel through the bars, right? No. Because it's not a blink. No can do. Go back out upstairs. It's probably easier to get out that way. Back to the carriage that way. Paintings to snatch. Any valuable paintings? Yeah, there is the Spy Master's Axis of Asymmetry. I'm gonna look around more carefully in some of these houses. Ah, damn. Good eye, Quad. That could be today. It's pretty cool. What a long, strange trip it's been. The Upper Aventa District. Actually, we should take our first break as soon as we get there. Should we? I don't know. Maybe we can break on the 2 hours. I don't really feel like taking a break right this minute. Roller coaster? Roller coaster! We're going up.
I can see Jindosh's mansion from here. The gate's down. I'll need the code.
Dials. Gate's down with the code. That gate. Oh, gate codes. I know the discipline has gone to shit over the last few years. Especially this year. This is a reminder that gate codes should not be written down and left lying around where just anyone who wanders through the office can see them. These codes are for Grand Guard personnel only, for good reason. You've read and memorized the codes, destroy them. Maybe your rank and assignment don't mean squat to you, but if anything happens to Jindosh, we'll all face a firing squad at the Grand Palace. Major Alain Binoche. Think he follows his own advice, or do you think he's got a sticky note on his monitor? Mission clues. The security gate at the carriage stop leading to Clockwork Mansion could be opened with a numeric code. Maybe we'll overhear somebody with loose lips talking about the code. Gate codes. Quarry, conservatory closure extended. Child Empress. Read that one. I just Jay to do a color cam stream. You do realize I'm a reptilian, right? We're gonna be doing some infrared cam stuff this October for games like Resident Evil and Outlast, and I don't know, probably not for BioShock, but who knows? I need to figure out what kind of a mount I need to mount the infrared cam somewhere. I can't use my existing camera mount for it. Excerpt from a historical series on the Child Empress. There was a definitive moment when people stopped calling Emily Kaldwin the Child Empress. It came after an ambush by the Regenters, an extremist group who wanted to return Dunwall to the authoritarianism of Lord Regent's time. On the way back to Dunwall Tower, Kaldwin's carriage was blocked between two gates, with her attackers firing pistols and even throwing a grenade. The royal protector, too far away to be of service, the young empress, only 14, found herself all alone in the carriage, save for her friend, Alexei Mayhew. Kaldwin supporters are lucky that Mayhew was there, as she was brave enough to grab a grenade that had landed at their feet, throwing it back at the assailants and saving the Empress. When one of the men dropped down from the forward gate, it was Emily Kaldwin who yanked free a short railway brace and beat the man senseless with it. With the city watch closing in, the two girls held their ground against the debris of the carriage till the situation was secure. It is said that Emily Kaldwin refused to have Regenters executed for their crimes, and this is hailed by many as her first adult decision as Empress. Cited for her heroic actions, Alexei Mayhew was commissioned by the City Watch when she turned 18, was later made captain by Emily Kaldwin herself. First things first, get indoors. Somewhere. Get off the ground. Outside. I did not mean to equip the heart, but that'll do. What's nearby? It's not the heart. What is equipped? Ugh! Something that is not a heart. Alright, Dean, I'm glad you could visit for a bit. Have a good one. Have a good rest of your week. If we don't see ya. Yeah! Visit more. Visit more. I hope the little one, I hope everyone's doing well in the family. Especially the newest edition.
And I'll clean up the dust district. I don't know. Maybe the tall boys were better from the time of the rat plague. They made people stand up straight.
Times change. If the Duke has his way, we'll have an army of the Clockwork Soldiers by this time next year.
Blood. Somebody was tortured in here. Could use that. I just kicked the can. Might be able to use the alarm clock. Depends on which door they would come through. Let's say I set this alarm on purpose. Will it get one or both of them? Will it get them out of the room long enough that I can grab the bone charm?
Sure, he knows how to talk with the boss. What a lick spill.
Need to escape. Can we get out? Typewriter. Interrogation report. Hieronymus Blas. Get the clankers off our streets. It's a table we can actually get under. Yes, we can get under this table. What if we set the alarm, wait to see where they go. If they come through this door, we might be able to just sneak out, grab the bone charm, and go. Down. Come on, you gotta get under the table now.
What's that noise?
Somebody's coming, but it's not them. Neither of them really cares. Or yeah. Somebody's coming though. That's that glow over by it. That's somebody's destination with the premonition upgrade. Three more runes and we can pick up Domino. Although we could spend the one we've got now, and then our doppelganger, when it's destroyed or disappears, it'll leave behind an incapacitating cloud. Just a few seconds, but think of how helpful that would be. Let's buy into that before we get near Domino. Let's buy into that upgrade. Makes sense. If something fools you into thinking it's your target, and you attack it and kill it, and then it disappears, you'd be a little confused for a moment, wouldn't you? No one's coming anymore. Guys.
Oh, that tasted awful.
Oh, yeah.
That were no blue-jawed hagfish. River crust is more likely.
Checking it out. He came in. He closed the door behind him. There's another guy in the hall on the stairs.
I'm hungry.
Stay in there. Columbo, welcome back. Reptilian, you're still. Is that a hard game or the difficulty setting? It's not on a hard difficulty setting, but the type of game is still. He can't see me here. He could see me 2 feet over, but the hitboxes, objects, line of sight, he can't see me here. I throw out a doppelganger every, that'll be a big alert. You got rid of the gun? You hated that thing? I've still got the gun, but see, I have all these other things now. When I had the gun, I didn't know how to unequip it. I didn't know how to put it away. We've got a whole bunch of stuff now. This guy's gonna see me if I move, so I need to do something to distract him. He really doesn't seem interested in going anywhere. Pop out the window. That'll be on the sill. That won't get me out. An it! An it! You know what? Alright, well, I don't feel like we have a whole lot of choice here. Is there a pane of glass? I think there's a pane of glass. I want that bone charm. Alright, let's get that bone charm. That guy's on a typewriter. We can get this guy. We just need to do it carefully. Shouldn't be a big deal. We can do it quietly. Need to wait for him to get near this door, and then when he turns, we pop the door and grab him. Pull him right back through the door. Ready? Get ready.
Finish my shift, and I can go home.
You ain't going home tonight. He goes. No, you didn't. Why? Nobody heard anything. Nobody heard anything. What is this? No, don't pick him up. Now put him down gently, quietly. Clockwork soldiers. Oh man, that's gonna alert him. No, don't have a look. Don't have a look. Here, I'll put it back. Put it back. Put it back. Don't need to have a look. No look.
I wonder who that was.
Nothing. Nothing happened. Don't come up here and look. Shit, someone is coming up.
Feels wrong.
What an absurd thing to say. Where are we going? Okay, we're looking for Jindosh Mansion. Right, oh, we needed the codes. Probably needed the codes. Perhaps it's not the only way through. We need to get to the mansion, but if we get the gate code, we can take the carriage in. Alright. Kinda wanna try and find the gate code.
So many places I wanted to visit with you.
Keep forgetting to use the art to listen in on people's souls. It's not exactly what it does, but it kinda does that.
Smells like piss. What a dump.
Getting a little close. I think they'd spot me here.
I should just work a double shift. But not to listen to him tell me about how he
Dislikes books. They make him feel stupid. The last man who read it in front of him lost a tooth and had his nose broken. This was once my world. All things, from the northernmost shores to here, Karnaka in the south. She found the new girl's poetry. Reads it aloud during meal times to get laughs.
Huh? Where'd you go? Oh, shit, what happened to her?
Shit. Come on! It's a little too slow to grab him outside. Right, you stay in there. That's right, you stay in there. Both of you. Yeah, these things don't have doors. Does the Guinness make it all better? Fortunately, you lost your girlfriend, but you got a cold beer now. Side alley key needed. We're not able to just pop up over it. Be much of an obstacle. Shit, I should have.
There was. Where did
Spyglass?
Am I going crazy?
I don't know my.
Fuck you. That sounded like.
Sounded like the person who's right in front of you. Come on.
Holy shit!
Well, that just went to hell. Where's Doppelganger?
No use running. You no. I'm standing in my way.
We are gonna break soon. I don't think we're quite at the end of the mission yet, so. Are we when we get to the mansion? Nah, I don't even want to ask. Never mind. We're all good. Get to that ruin though, but there was that locked alley. Get all the way up there. I doubt we can go all the way up to the roof here. That's the spirit. Moving right along.
Double V, X, Y, then Z. Now I've got my A's and Z's.
That's the guy. Just a minute ago, you mean? Yeah, I don't know. As high as we're getting over here, I think. Stand on that, can we? Oh God! Ah! Somebody's gonna need a new pair of heels. You don't even you haven't even begun the mission proper yet. This was just the commute. That's kind of the feeling I had. Was getting to the mansion going to be a whole mission? Probably not, because we didn't even have a target yet. It's good. That's for the best. Then maybe we should try to get there before breaking, or get to where the gates open and we can hop back in the carriage and then take a break from there. It was worth it. Whoa. Whoa. What am I floating? Oh, this is not gonna work. Get spotted before I can get back inside. Shit.
What? Be the man! You gotta beat the man!
See how good this doppelganger can do.
Won't get away.
Didn't work.
Let me. Carry ass. That's her again.
She goes. Chase her!
I'm back here.
Where'd she go?
I'll be wiping off your blood.
There's the cloud of confusion. Huh? No. You don't actually see me, do you? I could drop on one of them, but I can't drop on both of them at the same time. Alright, there we go. You walk away.
I don't stand a chance anyway.
What are we caught on? Are we caught on the handle? I'm still up in the air here. I must be... No, the handle's
Show
there.
yourself and state your name.
Ah, do you see what we're standing on? Like... Actually, I don't know what that is. But you see it? That's what we're standing on.
I'll get her next time.
Where'd he go?
The masked killer. Heard some victims were found half devoured. Blood and shit everywhere.
We're gonna get busted because I lost track of his buddy. Soldier basics. Better read this. Clockwork Soldier Basics. This could be useful. After last week's disaster, the Grand Inventor, Kieran Jindosh, circulated the following information related to his Clockwork Soldiers. All Grand Guard personnel should read this report. Clockwork Soldier is protected by armored wooden plates. If some miscreant destroys these, then there's nothing protecting the vulnerable mechanisms underneath. If something knocks off the Clockwork's head, the thing will attack anyone it can, ally or not. That means you. Given the expensive optics Mr. Jindosh has provided each Clockwork with, they can see in the front and in the back. Remember that if another one of them goes haywire, some fool is able to get close enough, there's a small panel on each Clockwork that can be rewired, which will invert their perception of friend and foe. Again, that means you get attacked. It's a feature, not a bug. Keep these things in mind, and the Clockworks will be an asset and not a liability. If you can get close enough, there's a small panel. Rewire their friend or foe. I would never. Angela, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. I'm not holding a bottle this time. I think it would. He's pathing quickly, but there's really no reason I shouldn't be able to grab him from behind. I accidentally pulled out my spyglass while holding a bottle instead of just choking him last time.
Makes me so nervous.
Really shouldn't be such a big deal. Should even be able to get him out of here. Just in case somebody comes looking. Stash him over here in the corner. Green shower curtain, maybe. I'll keep that in mind. Stream from the bathroom? I'm sure Twitch is just fine with that. Alright, we know where we can disable that. I can remember where we get inside. Oh, we get inside from the door over there. upstairs for the bathroom. Bodies are still up here. Yeah, nice. World state. I already took out one guy who was right outside. This now be suspicious to others. I don't think anyone called it out. Should be good.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
KG! Oh shit, they're looking this way. No, 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 no.
Hey, Lewis!
Close the gate!
You aren't going
Close the gate!
Come on! Road for you.
You got your buddy right here! You just killed your buddy. I'm sure I'm the one who's gonna get credit for it. Look who's right behind you. Look who's right behind you. I don't care about my doppelganger being right behind him. Fine, you stay behind to deal with my doppelganger. I don't know where I am. We're just moving. Figure out where we're at later.
Maybe she took the stairs.
Already checking the stairs, clown.
Come on. You don't have time for games.
That's the one we've been looking for. Okay. Hello.
You have to understand. I am going to call for help if you don't go.
Okay, I'll go. Go this way. I see your powers are useless against a locked door. Unbreakable. Anything about that door had been?
What's wrong with people?
Splintering bolts, corrupt bone charm. I don't think we'll equip it right now, but see what it is. Splintering bolts, your bolts inflict more damage. Get hardiness, hardiness and combustion. missed picking those up. That we picked those up. We are going to need to take a break soon. Jindosh considers an odd numerator. Hunker down and heal. Yeah, we could heal. We could find something to eat. I wouldn't have to use. I'm maxed on elixirs, but if I find one lying around, I'll use one and then pick it up. Scope. I know I haven't come across the gate code though. Oh, we don't need to ride across, do we? We'll have another way. There might be breaks in the path, but I think we can deal with that. Look at those trees. Those are big trees. JFZKYB. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. We're gonna take our first break momentarily.
The mansion has a strange beauty to it. Maybe I'll find a way to end this without killing Kieran Jindosh.
Maybe. Alright, we're gonna break before going in. Whew. I'm enjoying this. I don't really mind that it's going slow. Spent 2 hours in this mission and we haven't really started the mission. A brief respite. I'll see you back here. You stay tuned.